Test 1, 2. 2, 2, 2. 2. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Lord said, confession good for the soul. Right now,
all I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. And shot call to be known with them niggas letting shots off. Either that or the right hand to the top dog. Funny how we see vanity, not the lives lost. Can't be focused on a life that's hopeless. Out there pumping, not knowing the Lord will kill you for that hocus pocus. Used to roll with niggas that cook dope with weaponry. Same ones claim they love you. I had your life in jeopardy. And I know my mother wants success for me. But that G should take a girl straight to ecstasy. Remember running with bruh, even though we did the wrong thing. My life would've been a lot different if I fell up under Rob's wing. Was too sincere for a wicked game. Shame the Lord's name. Now we afflicted with pain. All I ever wanted was to be respected by stand-up niggas, not knowing that them handcuffs custom made the face. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. I ain't lying, I was close to dying. Knew I wanted to live, but I wasn't trying. I was defiant, not knowing that this ain't how we live. This just how they design it. Cause when you in them streets, you get more endemic. They don't tell you gonna be on papers and on restrictions. My father said a hard head to make a soft ass. I didn't care, I wanted fear when I walked past. In a place where a black man's blood is cheap. I thank the Lord for the day I was on Lake Street.
You are the only participant in the
Pissing in the
conference.
cup, back and forth to court, found the DC school. I swear it felt like I cried on that fucking porch. The Lord said, my sheep, they ain't hear my voice. Asked me why I'm UPK, I told them I ain't have a choice. They said God ain't 50-50 and what's gonna come to pass. The Lord called me out the world and I started running fast. All it was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. Go ahead. All I wanted was to be a gangster. It's UPK until it hit the fan. I want power and a throne, nigga, fuck them grams. All I wanted was to be a gangster, but I was real as a righteous man. And now got the upper hand, gotta promote this brand. Correct whole multitudes until they all understand. If I can't get that crown, Lord, then put me in the hands of someone more mighty, make me this hit man. Reminiscing on the pain that was felt. Shit, I was in the jam. Shit, I needed help. But Twan was locked up and the judge put man on the shelf. Had me crying cause it felt like I was left by myself. All I wanted was to impress niggas with my grinding. Now I ain't trying to prove shit to nobody but Muhammad. Cause most these niggas lying, pump smoke. One time for the most high, he made me a cutthroat. Cause all I ever wanted was to smash my opponents. Stacking cash, not knowing it wouldn't last. Then God, I hope you accept my atonement. Cause all I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was a gangster. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Cap. All the time and I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a Texan.
Shalom, y'all. About you. Everything good with Cap. All right. We hearing you sound good. You're nice and loud too. So that's good. I'll let this song play. Couple more minutes on it. We got like about 45 seconds. And we ready. All right. Yeah.
ISUPK. Boot up or shut up radio live with Priest and Officer 5000 on Wanya Allah. Tune in every Sunday night from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Time. It's gonna be informative and provocative. Also broadcasted live with Priest and Captain of 13,000. Kahantham Yard will be reporting live from hell, using the Holy Scriptures to bring truth to the blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians in America, the 12 lost tribes of the nation of Israel. Boot up or shut up radio live every Sundays from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Time.
Boot up or shut up radio. Home of self-mutilation. Whatever verse you pull out the Bible, you gon' cut yourself.
Wee, what's going on, everybody? Boot up or shut up radio. We live in full motion, man. We live in full motion, man. Listen, this is the 150th episode. You know what I'm saying? It's not where we want to be, right? But it sure ain't where we was, all right? We still rocking it out till Christ's return. I am your host of Boot Up or Shut Up Radio, Priest and Officer 5000. Wanya Allah, Banya Hawada Banya Sha'Allah. That is my registry. And guess what? We got some stories lined up, some articles lined up throughout the week. We're going to dive into those as well. We have Priest and Captain 13,000, Kahantham Yard, is in the building, ready to report live from hell. We're going to go ahead and get live into it right now, y'all. Again, all you memers and streamers, you know what time it is. So with no further ado, Priest and Captain 13,000, Kahantham Yard, sir. Shalom, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shabbarakatah. What's going on, Cap?
Shalom, my brother. Yahweh Ba'ashem, Shabbarakatah. Everything to what, brother? How you doing?
All right. Hey, everything is in motion, Cap. You know how we doing it, man. These stories you sent me are something else. Our motto here, man, listen, it's rough, rugged, and raw. We cannot make these things up. It's happening live. Y'all got to wake up, man, and see what's really going on in this society called America, man. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead, Cap.
Well, brother, what you said is spot on, brother. We got a lot to talk about, man. I mean, we got a little black history we're going to talk about tonight.
Right.
And black history in a way that is unconventional, that you wouldn't think that it's black history. We're going to talk about a lot. We got a lot to discuss tonight. And shout out to all the members and streamers out there, our long-time listeners out there in cyberspace, or if you in the metaverse or worse. We want to thank you for tuning in to the ISUPK Boot Up or Shut Up Radio. You understand? And once again, I'm reporting live from here. I know I'm going to get in the fifth chamber tonight. Before it's all said and done, I know you're going to lower me into that fifth chamber because
that's right.
This thing want to get real hot. We're going into the man. You understand?
Yeah, this is amazing. This is amazing, Cap. I'm just looking, and observing some of the stories. And listen, it was one body. When you sent the stories to me, I was like, yeah, that's what we're getting into, So I know that it's going on if you sent the stories, and that's what I was thinking of about prior before you sent them to me,
Damn right. So we can, man, with that, we can get right into it, man. We can go right into story number one.
All right, y'all. Hey, y'all ready to rock it out? We're getting ready to go in story number one for tonight, y'all. And listen, man, don't be afraid, all right, to call in. Y'all have any comments you want to say? You know, I know you all tear the chat room up, right? But you all, are loud, all right? We encourage you to call and, get active with us in here, man. We want to actually hear your voices sometime about what you're thinking, and about these stories that are coming out, all right? So just call in. Again, the number's on the screen, all right? It's 315-999-3711, 315-1999-3711, all right? You can call in anytime you get ready, all right? All right, so first story for tonight. We just went over this. I know that's not it, right? But I'll go ahead and pull that up. The first story for tonight is a Detroit man. Good night. A Detroit man, all right? That's his face right there, all right? A Detroit man, he's a former Detroit policeman, all right? He's a former Detroit police. I'm going to go ahead and grab that so we can put that on the screen, all right? He's a former Detroit police sergeant, right? He's accused of, guess what? Of using inmate ATM cards. Yep, the inmate ATM cards to steal more than $30,000. Cap, what is going on here, Cap?
Man, listen, this just goes to show you. See,
damn.
What the Lord is showing us is that these people cannot not only administer justice, but they can have no rulership over us. Because why? They are just as corrupt. Now you would think in this scenario, who's the real criminal here?
Right.
Like, think about that. And I bet you he felt justified by doing it. I bet in his mind he said, you know what, these good for nothing Negroes and Spicks in here,
right?
Like, that money's not going to anything important anyway. So let me just take that money. And this is what he did.
Damn.
This is what he did, and stole up to how much money?
$30,000. That's what he did. Let's go ahead and put his face up there like we do too.
$30,000, man.
Yeah, $30,000. Everybody, there you go. Yep. Good.
Now you imagine the money that was put on that card for those inmates for to have, toiletries and all that. Commissary is very necessary.
Right.
So you got all that going on. Brothers in there need soap, all that, man. And also shout out to the ISDPK prison program.
That's right.
For all the brothers and sisters that's listening, man, and you have a loved one that may be incarcerated right now and that need some rehabilitation, some counseling. Right. Man, link up with the ISUPK prison program, man. You understand? Look at this low life here. Look, and I bet you he had that. He didn't have that to do. You understand? He probably was well off in the suburbs, man. But did it show you how they take advantage of our people, man? You understand?
That's right.
Can you give me that scripture where it said that he don't open his prisons?
Oh, most definitely.
You understand that he keep us shut in?
Yes, con out of one con. Con out of one con. I'll get that right now.
You know what I want. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what goes on with these people, man. And this is why you should flee from sin.
That's right.
Because sin makes you a prey to these people, man.
That's right.
We tell all our young brothers out there, man, that may be out there in the street, man, may be hustling and doing whatever. Same thing with you sisters, man. Man, seek the Lord, man.
That's right.
Yeah, you may not have been grew up in the best conditions or the best circumstances. You know what I'm saying? Life may have not given you the cause that you desire, but trust and believe the Lord can fix all that, man. The Lord control life and death. The Lord control all these things. You need to reach out to the ISUPK, because when you go out there and try to be in the streets and do all kind of evil, this is what you become subject to.
That's right.
You become subject to a man like this.
That's right.
When you don't rule over yourself, you don't rule over your spirit, this is who will rule over you. These people. Damn. You understand? And
yes.
Everything you get, your family giving you money and giving you stuff in there, he gonna tax it.
That's
or
right.
Take all of it. You understand? Go ahead, my brother.
Good night. This is Isaiah chapter 14. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 17, and it reads, that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners.
You understand? That's these people that made the world a wilderness. This world is like a wilderness right now.
Right.
You understand? This earth was supposed to be like a paradise. And not just the earth, but not only this society. He made this society. Look at this whole setup. How he deals with that's why he's trying to get off the earth, trying to go somewhere else and make it a wilderness.
Right.
He want to go rob space. You understand? He don't open up the houses of his prisoners, man. Meaning he keep them. He don't open the. Read it again. I'm sorry, I don't want to misquote it. Read it one more time.
Isaiah chapter 14, verse 17. That made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners.
He opened not the house of his prisoners. He destroyed the cities thereof. All these cities that we created, that we made a treasure city, what did he do? He dilapidated these cities, man, by creating more poverty for his greed. This here is greed. You understand?
Yeah.
This shows you how merciless these people are, man. You understand? And ain't no telling how much more money. And I guarantee you, he ain't the only one. I guarantee you, he ain't the only one. Whatever scheme he conducted to get all that ATM money from them prisoners,
yeah,
I bet you it's going on all over America.
And if I might add, if I could,
you understand me?
Yes, sir. If I could,
ahead, brother.
That this is not for all the people listening. This is not an isolated case. This is not a one-time deal. This happened. He got the idea from other officers who said this is the thing to do. Okay, so he's not a genius. He's not somebody that found out a new money scheme. This is what they've done, and they've been doing this, and he's just the only one that got caught. That's all it is. All right. That guy right there is the only one that got caught. But trust and believe, right, that this is happening in all the prisons, all the private prisons especially, right, all across the United States. It's a reason why 85% of black and Hispanics are locked down in prison. Okay? It's a reason why you have to call on the phone, secure, whatever it is, and pay for the the pre-bill that you have to do. So it's always money involved. It's always money that's so many transactions that's sent just to get commissary. So they're raking up money, not just in this area. He just happened to get caught. But the entire criminal that's why it's called, Cap, the criminal justice system, right? Where criminals try to give you justice in a system that is flawed, all right? That's criminal itself. So, Lockie, go ahead.
No, what you're saying is right, brother. Like, he didn't have this to do, and like you said, this is something that they all know how to do.
Right.
And he getting that on top of his salary for the year. So you think about $30,000. If he's making $40,000 or $50,000 or more, you understand? And he's a retired. Is he retired?
We'll get into the story. I'm not sure, but we'll definitely get into the story. We'll find out.
Okay, let's get more into the story. Let's break this thing all the way down, man.
Khan. All right, so let's go ahead and dive on in, y'all. All right. So this guy right here is absolutely incredible. We'll pull his picture up again in just a second. All right. So now it says he's a former Detroit police sergeant accused of using inmate ATM cards to steal more than $30,000. He's a former police sergeant, all right, accused of stealing thousands from inmate ATM cards when he worked at the Detroit Detention Center. So Sergeant Derek Michael Loringer, okay, Derek Michael Loringer, 46 years old, is charged with one count of embezzlement, $20,000, no more but less than $50,000. One count of using a computer to commit the crime, one count of misconduct in office, and 10 counts of possession of stolen financial transaction device. Okay. Now, between January the 14th, 2020 and August the 4th, 2020, Loringer is accused of loading money to 10 stolen inmate AT&T cards from Detroit Police Department bank account. Authorities said he then spent that money. He's accused of embezzling more than $30,000. Officers said Loringer resigned in early October. Now, this is simply no excuse for this alleged behavior. The evidence will show that this defendant was placed in a position of trust at the Detroit Detention Center, a place where people completely rely on others for their care, said prosecutor Kim Worthy. This simply cannot be tolerated. So Loringer is expected to be arraigned Friday morning. End of disgusting, pitiful story. All right.
You see that?
Man.
And that just goes to show you, like, when you put your trust in these people, they can't administer any kind of justice. And when you get incarcerated, you're going to be subject to these people, brothers and sisters.
Right.
That's why we try to tell you, young brothers and sisters, man, think, man. Like, he used all that money, probably spent it on some hoe, or his wife, which is a hoe, or whoever, and just done whatever the hell he wanted, gas money, everything. He used all that money, man. You understand?
Damn.
And that scripture we just read, that fits them to a T, man. You understand? We got to seek the Lord, man. You understand? So that just shows, that's one story of how these people are so evil and how the criminal justice system is destroyed.
Right. Amazing, Cal. All right, so let's go. I mean, and that's the end of that. So we'll get into the next one. I just want to reiterate, for everybody just coming in, this former disgusting, diabolical police department that's in Detroit. It says, I'm pretty sure he resigned because it said he did. But, he has more money, Kev. He just resigned with that. You see what I'm saying? He just resigned getting busted. How long has he been doing it?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And,
exactly.
And who else? It's not just one person, everybody. Understand? That's like one plantation and some slaves on it. And he's having them work for free. He's living in a big mansion, with pillars in the front and nice picket fence and all the, he got all the farm animals mentioned in the Bible, all of them. And you mean to tell me that no other oppressor is even doing it on the planet? He's just the only one. Just on that block in that house, he happened to come up with how to do slaves. See what I'm saying? That's how you relate that scenario to this one. They're robbing, they've been stealing. You know what I'm saying? And besides that, they're saying this is wrong. But when blacks and Hispanics go through their court system, period, all of that's wrong. You have to, end up paying probation. You pay so much money out the pocket. Talk about, it's more than the interest of buying a car. Damn. You know what I'm saying? The interest is sky high. No, go ahead.
And that's why we always say that our relationship with the justice system,
right,
it has nothing to do with justice. It's all transactional.
Damn.
That's how we know that this is still slavery.
That's right. That's heavy.
You understand?
Good night.
Anytime you've got to create laws, first of all, you make privatized prisons.
Right.
Privatized meaning people can profit off of those prisons. So if people can profit, what's going to drive that profit? Crime. So you make laws and you railroad brothers and sisters, lock them up in these detention centers and incarcerate them, and then you make money off them. You're already getting paid by the state.
Damn.
And I believe in some cases that the state is paying you or the federal government is paying you just for the housing.
Right.
For every sale. Then on top of that, you come in and take the money out the ATM. We can't make this up, man.
Damn, boy.
Like, you are under the devil, man. The devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right. Yeah. So now we're going to move on. Okay, so now we're going to move on because we're talking about the prison system, everybody. Now we're going to talk about how even going to school is like being in prison. Okay? It's the same thing. It's the same exact threat. All right? So we're going to get into that. So I want to give them what is subscribe, man. I don't know what that is about. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this story. All right, get this crook off the screen. All right, so now this is Story number 2 for tonight, all right? Story number 2. And it reads as such. Put this up on the board. Black students, all right? Black students at this Texas high school are terrified after white classmates lynching threats. I mean, what's the difference between...
oh, my goodness.
Talk to me, Cap. What's
the
difference?
I want to say it. I got to say it.
Damn.
Thank you,
Dr.
Martin Luther King Jr.
Yeah. Yep.
You see, this is why we always go hard on integration. Because, see, the proof is in the pudding.
Right.
Now, these students in the schools, that they are what they consider millennials, they didn't grow up during the civil rights era.
Right.
But yet and still, they are terrified of the threats of lynching by white classmates.
Damn.
Do you hear me out there? Is this thing on?
Yeah.
Go ahead, my brother. Let's read the story for it, brother.
Damn, boy. It's just, you can't, I mean, you're damn if you do, you're damn if you don't. You go to college and, try to do the right thing. So, again, black students are terrified, y'all, at a Texas high school because of classmates with these lynching threats, all right? Some black students at a Texas high school say that they're too scared to attend classes after a series of racist texts circulated on campus, leading to an investigation by the school district. A group of East Bernard High students started a Texas thread on December the 6th about their upcoming prom in February, according to ABC 13 Houston. But the conversation soon took an ugly turn, from discussing a party bus as transportation to a violent, hateful comments about black students. Now, Tyra Seidler, a 16-year-old heard about the incident after a classmate showed her the conversation on her phone. All right, she says, my friend was in the group chat and saw everything going on. Okay, it was supposed to be about prom, but it just ended up being racist, she told ABC 13. I just feel uncomfortable being there.
You know why it probably ended up being racist?
It's racist.
It more likely ended up, I'm just saying, it probably ended up being racist when a black boy wanted to take a white girl to prom.
There you go. Here we go.
Who knows? I mean, like, once again, you said that we conquered this, that we was past. You said we was in a post-racial era.
Right.
After Barack Obama. But now, we still see those invisible lines are still there.
Yeah.
You can't even go to the prom in an integrated school without being called a nigger by the white man or being threatened being lynched. And I guarantee you, this is still on the level of a school shooting threat.
Damn.
This is still on that level. And anyone who say otherwise, you got a problem. But see, you integrationists don't want to look at these type of headlines.
Right.
Because these headlines counter the narrative that we all bleed red. That we all are human. The Bible says that every man gonna turn back to his own people, brothers and sisters. In the last days. He said that. And you can't escape it.
Right.
You think you go run you don't want to talk about critical race theory, but this is going on in your schools. Without critical race theory. You see, you want to run from this, but you can't run from the truth. You understand?
That's right.
Whether you opening that textbook or trying to give up some other kind of curriculum to these kids, this is the reality they see. And we see these children crying out.
Right.
We on social media. We see them crying out on TikTok.
Right.
We see them crying out on Instagram. They're telling us, they're showing how racist the school is on social media.
That's right.
If you just pay attention, if you parents would pay attention, they're on social media saying they trying to lynch us over here. They talking about it on TikTok. They talking about it on all these other social media sites. So when they hear the ISUPK say Martin Luther King's dream was a lie, was a nightmare, guess what? They agree with that.
Yeah.
They agree with that.
That's right.
Because come Black History Month, they still, when they want to talk about I have a dream, guess what they're thinking about? That lynching post, they talking about lynching black people at their school.
Damn.
And you know what they say? Man, Commander General Yohana, ISUPK, they like, I wish we never should have integrated with them. And they're the children, the grandchildren of the civil rights era.
Right.
They wasn't around there, but they even understand that safety in being separated. Go ahead, my brother.
So it goes on. He says, I just felt uncomfortable being there because there's a threat. I just don't want to go to that school anymore. God damn. So now she says, according to ABC 13, Tyra said that she skipped multiple days of school because she was afraid of the possible backlash. In a text thread, one white student allegedly wrote, quote, "No black people allowed," unquote, on the party bus. And another student agreed. One student followed up on the thread by saying, "All niggers must hang." So after, oh, yeah.
And what does that show you about going to hang out with them and going to party with them?
Yeah.
Boy, we wish we can get those students. See, this is why you don't want the UPK around.
Yeah.
You don't want us to be people. But if we can just talk to those students and let them know that rejection is direction.
Damn.
You don't need to. Matter of fact, stay away from them. When they want to be your friend, say, "Nah, I'm okay, I'm fine," and go hang with your own.
That's
Go
right.
get your own party bus.
That's right.
You understand?
That's right.
Learn how to segregate. And guess what? They will respect you after that.
Right.
That's what you don't understand.
That's
you read
right.
the scripture where it says, "This shall be thy wisdom in the sight of the nation."
All right, it's Deuteronomy.
Like you want respect.
Sure won't.
If you want respect from these people, you have to stop speaking their love. And I guarantee you, the Bible, God's word guarantees you that they will respect you. When they see that you don't look for their validation.
Right.
You don't seek their love.
Right.
You don't seek their approval. You understand? When you put that wall up, that spiritual wall, now they have to, guess what they have to, they're going to feel guilt now. They're going to say, wow, they won't never come to our party. Now they can't use a token Negro because you're all united at East Bernard High School.
Man.
But when you step outside and want to cross that color line, or that color barrier, then guess what? This is how they would treat you. They would treat you like second-class citizens or second-class students, however you want to put them. There is strength in solidarity, and that goes for blacks and Hispanics, Native American Indians.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Go ahead, my brother.
This is Deuteronomy, book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4, verses, I'll read 5 and 6. Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 5 and 6. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God commanded me, that ye should do so in the land. Yep. Go ahead, Cap.
The Lord said he taught us. If you want to talk about teaching and education,
right?
Well, guess what the Lord taught us? Guess what his spiritual curriculum was? He taught us laws, statutes, and commandments.
Right.
He taught us these laws, statutes, and judgments, man. That's what he taught us. Go ahead.
Gun. That ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess. Verse 6.
You understand? You ain't just supposed to read these things. You're supposed to do these things.
That's right.
Why? Because these laws are part of your culture, your identity. And they are your defense.
Right.
This is your defense mechanism. The law, statutes, and commandments. This is what separates you from other people, and it protects you from other people. Go ahead.
That's right. Verse 6. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all
You
the.
understand?
Mm-hmm. All right.
Go ahead.
Which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
You see that? That's what they would be saying to you. If we did what God said to do. They wouldn't look, they talking down on you right now. Why? Because you ain't following God's law, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
But if you did what God said to do, guess what they'll be saying? Please get on my party bus. Please, can you play Lil Wayne?
That's
and
right.
Can you play all this? No, no, thank you.
Man.
They said, man, them black kids is wise and they understand it, man.
Yep.
They gonna have to respect you. But you know what? We lost our respect when we sought their love.
Man.
When we sought to sit on their toilet. When we sought to drink out of their water fountain. When we sought to marry their woman. When we sought to go in their shop and their spend. We forced them to take our money. Can you imagine that? I mean, it blows my mind today just thinking about it. But you're gonna make a racist rich. You made the Grand Cyclops rich in Georgia.
Damn.
You made the Grand Wizard, the Grand Dragon rich in Mississippi because you forced yourself into his store to make him rich.
Damn.
You said, you hate me, but guess what? Take my money. And your own store suffered.
Damn.
Your own, everything started suffering. Our marriages started suffering.
Right.
Our child development starts suffering. All of these things start suffering when we join them.
Right.
And now look at us today.
Damn.
Go ahead, my brother.
So we'll go back into the story. Continue to read. So now it says, after the chat was shared between students and eventually made its way to the parents, East Bernard Independent School District Superintendent Courtney Hudgens released a statement saying that a full investigation was being launched and extra security would be provided at the school as a precautionary measure to ensure student safety and minimize disruption to the instructional day. Additionally, counseling services were and continue to be provided to students impacted by the incident. Hudgens, I want to say something on that. Hudgens said students involved with the group chat and racist hate speech are receiving disciplinary measures in accordance with the student code of conduct.
I bet they're receiving disciplinary measures.
Oh man.
Yeah, what disciplinary? What you gonna read Uncle Tom's Cabin for your homework assignment?
Right. Cap, do you want Jack in the Box, McDonald's, or the Burger King special for all the killers? Which one you want?
Thank you.
Come on, man.
Thank you. They have shown they can't discipline none of that children.
Right. And Cap,
you understand? The school shooter, they bought him a gun for Christmas.
Right.
The hell you think they're gonna discipline their kids about calling you a nigga? Where you think they learn it from?
Right.
They learned it from their own people, their parents.
Cap, who's gonna do the counseling?
Go ahead, brother.
No, I'm just putting it in there because I know you're gonna rip it. Like, who is going to do the counseling? Like, okay, so picture this, everybody.
Oh my goodness.
Picture this, everybody. The black student is traumatized. They don't know. They're not in the school. So they're like, oh, okay, they have, they're placing precautionary measures to ensure the student's safety and minimize disruption to the instructional day. All right, well, then that's cool. That's a step. That's a try. Right? Because all they have to do is put up a facade like they care, and then we come straight in and forgive them and hug them and everything, right? So now once they get inside, the black student walks inside of the room to counsel. Who the hell you think is counseling them? A black man or a black woman?
Thank you.
No, a white man, white woman.
Thank you.
and they ready to whitewash the whole situation. And like I said, Cat, this is a problem that we have as far as black people. As soon as the oppressor gets ready to apologize, whether it's sincere or not, mind you, it's not sincere, but they get ready to apologize, we cut them off. Hey, whoa. Hey, man, stop apologizing. Man, I'm really sorry about what our people did. I know it's wrong, and I'm a slave. I'm going to hell, and I'm wrong for Hold up, Billy. I love you, man. Hey, man, I accept your apology. Stop crying, man. Just let this whole thing go. And then next week, Billy say some racist stuff or do something, or his child is behind, Bernard schooling thing that's going on right now. And then you go, hey, Bernard, what's up, man? Say, oh, wait up, Leroy. Hold on, buddy. I tried to cry, okay? And what'd you tell me? You told me it was okay and everything's okay. Forget about it. So, Bud, dude, let's forget about it, man. Let's, forget about all of it, man. Grow up, man. Get over it, man. I've already apologized to you. And as a matter of fact, I didn't have nothing to do with slavery. I didn't have nothing to do with hanging nobody. That's what they say. That's because we're not together as a nation, and we should never let it go. That's our problem. We should never let it go. And that's why, they don't get our people don't get the reparations or whatever they have been fighting for the years, saying we're going to get some money, like money's supposed to heal a wound. You see what I'm saying? But, rulership is what heals the wound. So we learned that in ISUPK under Commanding General Yohana. Rulership, autonomy, being independent as your own nation and thriving and teaching your children, the education that you want to teach them, right? Give them these laws, statutes, and commandments, following the God of the Bible, which is our God, following our customs, our traditions. That right there beats some money. What? They going to give you trillions of dollars? There's nowhere to go. You're going to spend it at their stores, make their businesses rich. We don't have any businesses. We don't have any stores. And on top of that, we never had no money. So you give a fool some money, as an old saying, a fool and his money will soon part, right? A fool and his money will soon what? Spend all of it with the oppressor. That's the new saying. See what I'm saying? And so we need counseling on that, right? We need counseling on having money. We need counseling on starting our business. We need counseling on on learning how to love each other. And it's not a counselor at Bernard High School. It's the Bible. All right? It's the Lord God of Israel. He put it in the Bible. The prophets have already been moved by the Spirit and wrote all the brotherhood. Christ showed us how to love each other. That's what we need to do. Follow the Bible, not the counseling from heathen nations who are going to brush the whole situation over and say, it'll be okay. Do you want some money? You want to throw a party? And then what are black people going to say, Cap? Nope, we just want to get on the bus. I say, damn it, this is the same thing from back in the day. Why is it always the bus? And Cap, you said something that was heavy. You know what I'm saying? You said something that was heavy a while, like Rosa Parks, the bus incident wasn't enough. Let me tell you something I learned from you, Captain Kahan, that you said a while back. You said there's nothing new under the sun. You said, why, Awanyala? Why do you think there's nothing new under the sun? I said, I don't know. He said, because the same people keep being born back here on earth, so it's the same things happening. I remember when you told me that, and that's so true. There's nothing new under the sun because it's the same people coming, being reborn and being regenerated or reincarnated back to the earth. So if they were prejudiced then, if they were racist then, if they had a bus incident, quote unquote, back then, that's the reason why you got a bus incident in modern day society, right? The hatred of these nations, man. It's a perpetual hatred. It's a continual hatred and ongoing hatred against blacks, Hispanics, Native Indian descent, man. And the only way out of it, everybody, is to separate. You get your respect from other nations by separating from them, not joining together, not sharing your talents with heathen nations, right? And giving your ideas away, right? The kingdom of heaven is within us, not them. All right, I'm done. The waters.
No, what No, what you said on One Yalla was on point.
Yes, sir.
Because like you said, back then it was a regular transit bus. Today it's a party bus.
Come on,
The
now.
bus is still there.
That's it. And the hatred is
And if
still
they
there.
would have got on that party bus, they would have got treated like Rosa Parks. They was like, y'all niggas get to the back. Or matter of fact, y'all niggas,
Right.
do this or do that.
Right.
Like still trying to be a part of their society.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Cap, we did a
You
show.
know, and I guarantee you that sound in that bus, I guarantee you some Black, Hispanic, or Native American Indian music somewhere in the mix.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But Cap,
But
you know, we
this
did a
is
show.
to show you how you do it, man. Go
Yes.
ahead, brother.
Yeah, it's like so. We did a show. Remember, not too long ago, about a lady who was around the white folks or something, went out to a party and she dead now. Remember when we did that story on Boot Up and Shut Up Radio, right? We did. Yeah, we did that, and the lady came up missing. She dead. You know what I'm saying? These weren't no little children. These were older women, and she went to go party with them, and she never returned. She ended up dead, and of course, no one knows what happened to her. We're just innocent white people, and with exceptional morals and values, and compassion, and love for our fellow people, blacks. Man, stop believing what your oppressors say. They're liars, starting with the little babies. Right? The scriptures say they come out of the womb. They are estranged from the womb. They come out lying. Everything that's in their mind, everything that comes out of their mouth is decisive. Everything. Right? Everything is a deception. I didn't say it. That's what the scriptures say. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna believe what the scriptures say. Right? The scriptures say their tongue devises mischiefs like a sharp razor working deceitfully, and they love evil more than they love good. They love to lie rather than speak righteousness. That's in the scriptures. And this is what we have to do. They love their devouring words. They love their deceitful tongue. And when you don't speak their language, then guess what? If you don't know who you are to them, you're lunch, you're dinner, you're breakfast, you're food. Right? So, yep. So let me see it. Let me.
Right, brother. What you said was all the way right, man.
Con. So, Cappy, go ahead.
We can go to the next story if you want.
Let me see if there's anything on here, because they got that meat going on.
Okay.
Let me see. Hudgens. Okay, so Hudgens, the principals, noted that the disciplinary action against the students involved was confidential, but said the school district does not tolerate.
Hold on. The post wasn't confidential.
Right.
Let me tell you something. They not gonna punish them kids, man.
Damn, boy, I tell you.
Because you know what?
God.
The faculty feel the same way about those black kids.
Of course.
Once again, when you talk about systematic oppression, the key word in oppression is systematic.
Damn.
I mean, it's intricated into the society or the institution.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. It was see, now, if the ISUPK was to head down to that school and say, we representing these kids.
Right.
We want to have our own investigation. Then you know what they would say? Oh, you guys coming down here to make it worse. That's what they would say.
Right.
Oh, you guys are coming down here to make it, to stir up the ghost. Or make it worse,
You gotta be
or do race baiting. Nah, we're here to give these kids counseling,
Right.
and we want to conduct our own investigation. We want to interview these kids and find out what's been going on. See, they don't want that. See, when you come there, they don't want that. Then they get on the phone and they tell the parents they don't listen to them. They're a hate group. But what the hell are you? Huh?
Man.
I mean, man, give me a break, man. It's confidential. Confidential, my black ass.
Man. Look at that. And then here go another
Go ahead,
incident. Let me see. Kanayak Yahawada says in the chat, what rhymes with trigger and begins with the N, nigger? That's what one student told my stepson. Right there.
You see that?
Yeah, Cat, we could go all day on them stories, man. It don't. Look,
We can do this all. We can do this
damn,
all
boy.
day and night, which is why nobody wants to get up. CNN, no, they're afraid of us.
Right.
Fox News, everybody's afraid of us.
Right.
Everyone.
Right. Yep.
Everyone.
They want to be
Because
the
we
one.
can do this all day and night.
That's right. Specialized.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
That's right.
We in the stream. You understand? We're gonna be dropping verses in the metaverse. We do this all the time.
That's
man.
right. That's right. So again,
But, I mean, we
it's
got
crazy.
we got a 24-hour news cycle we got going on, man. We getting all the stories,
right.
independent and Associated Press. We getting all these stories. We compiling all the data. You think we don't know what the hell going on?
Right.
The cat is out the bag, man.
That's right. That's right. So now Hudgens, let's get a little bit more, Cap. So Hudgens noted that disciplinary action against the students involved was confidential, but said the school district does not tolerate hate speech or threats. She did not specify the counseling services that were being offered or how they would determine whether or not a student was impacted by the ordeal. The East Bernard Independent School, they don't give a damn.
That sounds right. That sounds like a cover up.
Wow.
You're not being transparent with the society that those kids live in and the community that those kids belong to. If this was Chinese people, not only would there be Stop Asian Hate, they would be breaking fortune cookies for lunch. They would have to be forced to eat with chopsticks.
Damn. Good
To
night.
show them that they appreciate their culture.
Boy, listen here. So, hey, so it
I'm
said,
done with it, brother.
yeah, the East Bernard Independent School District did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Of course not. But it says going forward, parents, students, and staff must partner together to rebuild unity and equity, Hudgens said.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, East Bernard Independent School District strives to provide a safe, inclusive environment for all students to learn, achieve, and build long life relationships. Cap, that go to
That's
template.
A copy and
That's a
paste
template.
statement.
Right, that's a template.
That's a copy and paste statement.
Oh, damn, boy. There is a template going around. I used to say it, but now I know for a fact. There's a copy and paste template. All right. Not, you know, all schools, all job workforces is like this, you know, white racist template, you know, that they just copy and paste and email it to each other and just change out the title, the heading, and, you know, they keep it moving. All right. So there's no compassion in that. Right. Okay, y'all, let's get to next. Good night, everybody. So now, everybody wants a Merry Christmas. Now, listen, I understand. You all are wishing, you know, a lot of people wish and pray for I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, you know. But look, I'm going to tell you right now, we praying for black ice, all right? We praying for black ice and all the curses to come. And the Lord is hearing our prayers, Most High in Christ. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this one. This is a great one right here, y'all. This is absolutely wonderful. A family finds king of all poisonous snakes in their Christmas tree. In the Christmas tree, Cap. They find a snake, a poisonous snake, inside the Christmas tree. An extremely venomous boomslang snake. Y'all can look it up. Boomslang snake was found in a South African family Christmas tree. Come on, Cap.
Like, read between the lines, man. The Lord is showing you he don't like these holidays, man. You understand? Like he's not for these holidays. You understand? Go ahead, bro.
Now it says snakes alive! Exclamation point. A South African family, y'all. Boy, if you just get in class, you'll understand this African culture, right? That's that where it stemmed from. That's what makes it so heavy. All right. So now it says a South African family found an unexpected guest wrapped around their Christmas tree, a boomslang snake. All right, if y'all had never seen it, there it is. That's a boom slang snake. One of the most venomous serpents in Africa. Quote, I didn't know what it was at the time, but then I Googled it. I Googled what snakes are in our area, and it came up immediately as a boom slang rattled dad Rob Wild told CNN. I thought, holy Moses, this is king of all poisonous snakes. Now, Rob Wild, he's 55 years old. He's a British stock trader. Said that he and his wife, Marcella, had noticed their cat staring in the tree. Okay, the cat gonna let you know. The couple assumed there was a mouse hiding in the branches somewhere, right? It wasn't a mouse. They found piercing out from the boughs, however, but a boom slang. Boom slangs are known to conceal themselves in brushes of trees, where they hunt chameleons and birds, according to Encyclopedia Britannica. Their native is sub-Sahara Africa. And while the snakes are often described as fairly shy and non-aggressive, and bites are not common, since they are rear-fanged, meaning they have to open their mouths extremely wide to inject venom into prey. Their bites are extremely dangerous to humans. That's because their potent venom, right, is a homotoxin that destroys the red blood cells and disrupts blood clotting, which can lead to internal bleeding. Now, the boom slang venom can be fatal, very fatal to humans, even in very small amounts. Now, the parents kept their two children away from the tree and called in a professional snake catcher who was able to safely whisk away the holiday party crasher. The snake was female and between 4.3 and 4.9 inches long. The snake whispered, Gary Hines theorized to CNN that the boom slang probably slithered into the house in search of food, water, or shelter, and then was scared, then got into the Christmas tree.
Man, let me tell you something. If I could, I want y'all to let me tell you, the bottom line, the Lord is showing you to celebrate no doggone Christmas.
Right, right.
He's showing you right here, and most of them trees catch on fire. They start house fires. All of that go on, man.
That's
God
right.
didn't ordain no Christmas.
Right, no trees.
And Christ wasn't born on December 25th.
Right. Exactly.
A lot of you know this. A lot of you have heard the UPK breakdown on this. And those that are outside the school have heard this. They know that Christ was not born on December 25th.
That's right.
You understand? If you ask them why was there no room in the inn, because they won't be able to tell you. They don't even know. But there wasn't no room in the inn because it was the Passover.
Damn.
All the rooms were booked.
Right. Exactly.
And the Passover is in the springtime, man.
That's right.
When all things are made new. That is why the shepherds were in the field. The shepherds not in the field in the wintertime.
Good night.
This just go to show you, man, that you better come out of these false doctrines. This is the worst time of the year anyway.
Right. It's almost the best time of the year.
When they want to celebrate these holidays, man, there's so much death and destruction going on right now. I mean, it's ridiculous. You understand? So the Lord is showing you right here with this story, you bringing an unclean thing in your house if you going to celebrate a Christmas tree and so-called Santa Claus. You know what I'm saying? All of these different things. You mean to sit there and tell me God love everybody, but Santa Claus know who's naughty and who's nice. Give me a break.
Come on now.
It's ridiculous. You want to feminize the Most High, but the Santa Claus making his list, and he know who been good and who been bad. Come on, man. You better wake up, man. It's time out for these fairy tales.
That's right.
Time out for this, man. Wake up out of slumber, man. turn back to your God. When you serve these religions and serve these idols, you are touching and dealing with an unclean thing.
Damn.
And the Lord not going to bless your household.
That's right.
He's not going to bless your children when you give them all. He's not going to bless all that, man, because you ain't honoring him. You serve another God. And you serve another God by following these holidays, man. You show me in the Bible where it said to celebrate Christmas. Can't no Christian out there do it. Can't no Christian out there say, well, the Lord said put a Christmas tree up and put Christmas presents under it. You can't find that in there. You
Right.
can't find what Christ said to celebrate his birthday.
Right. Give it your own twist.
You understand?
Right.
Right. So why are you doing it?
Right.
Because you following man. You ain't following the Most High, man. We can move on. We can get off this story I want y'all.
Turn
They
on
just
over.
go to show you, man.
Oh, I tell
You
you.
know what I'm saying? What's going on with this dog on Christmas tree stuff, man. Hey, give me the Alcorn. Give me the Jackson State, man. That brother going up there. Store number 5.
Come. Well, that's we got to double back because we gonna get them. All right, so let's go to story number 5. Let me see content. Okay, let's get it. Story number 5, y'all. All right. Trevor Hunter is making a bad decision. What is going on? All right, let's find out. Trevor Hunter is making a bad decision. Top football prospect Travis Hunter bucked the trend in college football by committing to this man right here. Look familiar? Deion Sanders, right? And Jackson State. Now, many are applauding his decision to play for the HBCU, but Doug Cotterlib isn't convinced that he is doing the right thing. Deion Sanders may be a good coach, and it is definitely a good feeling, definitely a feel-good story. But Hunter won't have the support nor the exposure that he would have enjoyed at a top-tier Division I school. Additionally, if Sanders does not have success at Jackson State, he is sure to head for greener pastures and more money, leaving Hunter out in the cold. Now, Doug got
Hold on. Do you see how the white man laid this thing out?
Slick. Yes, indeed.
Like look at how he's going at Deion Sanders. He's looking at Deion Sanders like I'm going to tell you what it's like he's saying. He's saying Deion Sanders is preying on these young boys. That's what he's saying.
Right.
And I'm going to tell you something. This brother, Deion Sanders, like he reshaped Jackson State University. He definitely reshaped it. You understand? He brought in a whole new, I think, coaching staff. They had pretty much a winning season, a good season, man. And like now, he landed the number 1 football recruit in the nation.
That's
at
right.
HBCU.
That's right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, think about that. Like, and that's why I said earlier, this is Black history. Because they said that this is historical. But you know the ironic part about it? The ironic part about it is this, that a black star athlete committing to an HBCU, which is historically a black college university, is Black history now.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever believe integration was a failed experiment, this is more proof.
Right.
Because the irony that a black athlete would make history by going to his own university, I mean, it's astonishing.
Right.
It's
Wow.
astonishing.
Man, that's heavy.
Like, people are shocked that one of ours would choose to go to our own school. I mean, brothers and sisters, we came, like, if the Lord is not showing you that integration was wrong, I don't know what else to say.
Right.
And white people are furious about it.
That's right.
They're mad at that brother that he chose to go to an HBCU.
Beat it now.
They saying Deion Sanders paid him off. They say, and then one article I read, they said that Deion Sanders performed a heist, that he stole him, he flipped him from going to the white school. I mean, listen to the predatory journalism we got going on with this story,
that's
man.
Right. And
they have to make Deion Sanders, they're making him like he's a villain, like he's manipulating the young boy.
Right.
This is what white people do when they lose money.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
This is what the colleges pay the radio people and the journalists to do, to demonize our schools and demonize Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders is a Hall of Fame football player, man. One of the best that ever played the game. And for him to go to a HBCU to coach, man, that's big, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it just goes to show you. And I want y'all, I know you remember. Remember we spoke to that athletic director?
Yes.
What was his title again? He was an athletic. He was an athletic swag director or something like that.
No, he was athletic commissioner. he's the commissioner.
We spoke.
Yeah.
Me and I want y'all to spoke. Y'all got to hear us on this.
That's right.
Me and I want y'all to speak to an athletic commissioner in the HBCU college.
He's over all of the colleges.
All the athletics.
That's right. Mm-hmm. That's right.
He did with all of them. And we spoke to him on the phone on numerous occasions.
That's right.
And I want y'all to tell me, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't we prophesy that this day was going to come?
We prophesied and told him ahead of time that it was going to come. And listen, I'm so glad you brought it up, Cap, because remember, he also told, he finally came clean, remember? He said, man, I'm trying to push this in, man. I'm trying to have these meetings. Man, these people don't want y'all, man. They don't want y'all around, man. Like, he finally came out with it. I said, hold on, all we're trying to do is go to the game. I mean, we already know the deals that we trying to hook up behind the scenes, we already know that fell through. They don't want us at the game. I said, hold on. Y'all don't have that type of power. If we want to buy a goddamn ticket, we can buy a ticket and show up to the damn game and do what the hell we want to do. Right? They were trying to fix it. Oh no, you righteous brothers. Nah, man, this is all a church thing, but it was even deeper than that. It wasn't a church thing. It was a white thing. That's why this writer right here, Cap, when he came out to it, he said what? Buck the trend. Buck the trend, it's like, you're going against white America. We got a system in place. You're bucking the trend, boy. You see what I'm saying? It's like the coded language in white supremacy is definitely evident and right in our face, man. You see what I'm saying? And so I just wanted to say that I'm so glad you let me speak on that because that got to me. And Cap, you said it. We had 3-4 meetings with this brother, man. And you said that everything was shifting to HBCU, and you need to get on the train right now. And they just, too many whining and dining and too many, teas and too many Starbucks, and you just get nice and you become a lazy, watcher of your people. You know what I'm saying? You just become dumb dogs, greedy. And the Lord brought COVID, and I tried to call the brother, and he went ghost. I can't get him on the phone for nothing. He can't even just, what, y'all were right. And the Lord is going to keep destroying them until they connect with Commanding General Yohana and do what the hell is right. Stop listening to ISUPK talking points, trying to take a little bit here, take a little bit here. You see what I'm saying? And Cap, not to change the subject, but Big Sean, right, on Drink Champs, right? It's a little thing that's on YouTube with all the rappers, right? It's called Drink Champs. They come in there and they have a drink and they talk about the history, right? So Noriega, is one of the brothers who host the show, right? And Big Sean said that it was him, it was Kanye and his wife, and they were on their way to California to a set, and they were riding on the plane listening to to and going over this. He said it like it's how he said it. He said, I was going over this fantastic historical history of how black people are the real Jews, are the Israelites. He said it, Cap. Now, the reason why I'm bringing it up, Cap, he said it. I'm gonna send it to you, Cap. Kanye West is going around on Facebook right now. Kanye West, if he would have said it, they said, oh, he's crazy, or this guy's delusional, and he's bipolar, and something's wrong. But Big Sean said it. I'm saying he's like level-headed in the industry. And Cap, his delivery on that was so, it was so perfect because he wasn't trying to push it, showboat. He was just telling a story. And he said it so casual. Yeah. And it came across like the Lord was with that. Like, he's like, yeah, I remember that. I remember that when that happened. It was me, Kanye, Kim. We were on an airplane, man. We just, going over some black history, phenomenal, great history about how the blacks were Israelites, right? And I said, did you hear what he just said? Like, so they already know. And and if Kim, go ahead, Cap. I'm telling you, they know. Cap, I'm going to send it to you, man. And so, man, go ahead.
I believe you, brother.
Man,
this is the part. See, we don't forget nothing. The HBCUs, we gonna remember that.
Right.
Now, what you gonna do when the next star recruit come to your school, but he already linked up with us, and he says, I want them on the campus with me. That's the only way I'm gonna commit to your school. What you gonna say then? What you gonna say when you got to give us an office and we have our own office and on the campus for counseling for black athletes and black students and Hispanic and Native Americans? What you gonna say? What you gonna say when they say we want critical race theory taught by the ISUPK? What you gonna say then? Because that's what's gonna come next. I'm telling you what's gonna come next. We're getting deeper and deeper into this game. And if you can't run from the truth, these kids want to be free. Why do you think he's going to a historically black college? Because he wants to be around people that look like him.
Right.
He wants to be around his own people. The tide is changing, brothers and sisters.
Boy.
Yeah, the Lord's hand is in this. Once again, this is y'all don't understand. I'm not talking about the number one in his state or the number one in his region. We're talking about the number one football recruit in the United States of America, in the divided States of America.
Right.
And he could have went to any school in America, but he chose a black university. That is a sign of the time.
Man, Cap. We got the chat saying some glorious things. We have, let me see. I'm just looking at Kanayak. He said the same thing. I didn't even see it until now. He said the same thing about the buck. When you say buck the trend, sounds like you bucking the law, the police. Yeah. So now he said another one though. He said S tier, one player hasn't did this in over 20 years, right? Makwadash comes in and says, but they would do the same thing and worse had they won the recruit. You see what I'm saying? So they would have acted there, and that's heavy. They would have acted the exact same way, and that's why the oppressor knows what to say about Deion and trying to demonize him and, flip the script and make him, wicked all of a sudden. They lost the recruit. He's sore about it, and so now he's telling on himself, saying that's, well, Deion's just going to, get this deal. That's what he said. He said, okay, so Doug Gottlieb goes on, Cap. He says, the reality is the first time Deion Sanders gets offered a job like this, he's gone. He's making it about the wrong things, and this is the wrong choice because of the lack of safety net it provides and the lack of support that he will likely endure.
Now listen,
listen. I had to say that. Go ahead. I'm done.
Did you hear that?
Say,
look, when he's speaking of a lie, he's speaking of himself.
Right?
Did you hear what he just said? Listen, brothers and sisters, he just told all of the sports world,
damn,
on national radio, that he won't be safe
Oh, man.
around the HBCU.
We.
Quote unquote, there is no safety net. Meaning he's saying there's only safety with us.
Boy.
Like, listen to the racial undertones in his commentary, brothers and sisters. This is why we talk about the predatory journalism, sports journalism, and all these things. You don't understand. Some of the greatest athletes came out of HBCUs. Walter Payton, you got Jerry Rice came out of Mississippi Valley State,
Right.
Shannon Sharp. You got a number of those black Hall of Famers, man.
Right,
Out
that's
of
right.
HBCUs. And then this low-life piece of garbage. And listen, now, see, this is why we got a problem with the athletic director and the rest of them Negroes. I haven't heard one statement in defense of Deion Sanders. From every black HBCU should be in the press right now asking for that devil's job
That's
out
right.
of slander.
That's right.
Every last one. See, we know how to activate shit over here. Excuse my language.
Now, go ahead.
We know how to get real. See, they don't know about warfare. But we always active. And see, we know how to deal with this. But everybody in the HBCU should be listening to us.
Yep.
They should be saying, what's the response? Everybody should have been on the radio saying, we called him for his job. What he said was racial.
Right.
And it was slander.
Right.
We want a public apology. Not only did he slander the HBCU's athletic program, he's also slandering the academic program.
Yeah.
For to say there's no safety net for him. That was an insult.
Boy.
Go ahead, read more, my brother.
Oh no, that's it. That's it. He ended, as solid and strong as he thought he could. So again, but I will reread it. Okay, that I don't mind doing, Cap. So this is the last statement of what Doug Gottlieb said. The reality is, the first time Deion Sanders gets offered a job he likes, he's gone. We're making it about the wrong things, and this is the wrong choice because of the lack of safety net it provides and the lack of support that he will likely endure. They're going to try to cause it. They're going to try to force it. They can feel uncomfortable.
You see that?
Yep, Deion
You
Sanders.
see that, man? And let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. They're gonna try to sabotage.
Boy.
With that brother, they're gonna try to sabotage HBCUs because they don't want to have this become a trend. And I'm gonna tell you something. Like I said on Black White, look, they better put a cap on white women enrollment in these HBCUs if these athletes start going to these schools.
Oh man, yeah.
Do you hear what I'm telling you?
Con out of con.
They better put an athletic. I'm talking about anti-affirmative action now. They better go in reverse. If those black athletes start going to those schools, they better put a cap on white women enrollment immediately.
Damn.
Now, I'm giving you counsel for those out there that's listening. I'm giving you some counseling. You need to pay your tithes. But they better put a cap on that.
Good night.
You understand? Because they going to say, not only are we losing the money, see, now a sister going to get a chance to marry those athletes now, to date those athletes. And they got work. They have work on themselves too. But at least that money won't go outside the community, Lord allow. You understand? Those brothers be able to date their own and deal with their own sister. You understand? But this just go to show you what time it is with these people, man.
Right.
He want to talk about safety. Can you give me Proverbs chapter 11, verse 14, my brother?
Come.
Let's see what thus said the Lord about safety. And this is why you HBCUs need to make sure that you on the Lord's side. Because guess what? What you just did was declare war on the NCAA and these Division I white schools. That's what you just did. You don't realize that. You understand? I learned something early on when I was in Washington, D.C. I used to go to the National Press Club with General Kobalama and go up there on the time that we had off and just go up there and then check out some of the politics and some of the different things that the white man was doing with his foreign government and foreign policy and economic policy and all that. and just listening and just learning. And I learned one thing, and it stick with me to this day. How he deal with foreign policy, how he deal with foreign enemies or other nations, he don't care about your intention. He cares about your capability. When he want to classify a country as terrorist or an enemy, he looks at their ability. He don't care about Kim Jong-un and the North Koreans that they may say, well, we're not going to harm the U.S. with nuclear missiles. It's the fact that you have the ability to make nuclear missiles which is what makes you a threat to him.
Right. Mm-hmm. That's right.
And your capability and your ability to be able to do these things make you a threat.
Mm-hmm.
He don't care about your intentions. Just the fact that you can run fast and jump high and do all these other things. And not just that, but even your intellectual ability. And you to say you're going to give it back to your people, and what he fear is your God, that makes you an enemy.
Man, loving your people makes you an
enemy. And
enemy.
you better understand. Go ahead, I want y'all.
I said loving our own people makes us enemies to them.
There you go.
Right.
There you go. That's what you don't understand. That's what a lot of them don't understand. And see, they don't understand. See, Egypt was going to get blessed with 7 years of plenty anyway.
Right.
Joseph interpreted the dream. They needed Joseph to interpret the dream. But guess what? That 7 years of famine was going to follow. You understand? We don't care how many recruits you get in those HBCUs, how much money you make. You better have a prophet of the Lord to seek counsel with. Because for sure, don't think a scandal would not follow behind these athletes going to HBCU. And if it does, they're going to smear you up and down the damn, all over the damn network. You supposed to be insulated right now. Now, the guard is supposed to be up. You need watchmen. Give me that scripture in the Proverbs chapter 11, verse 14, my brother.
Come. This is Proverbs chapter 11, verse 14. It reads, "Where no counsel is, the people fall. But in the multitude of counselors, there is safety."
You understand? You want to talk about safety? You better get ISUPK all in these HBCUs, brothers and sisters.
That's right.
I'm telling you right now.
Better.
If you want a school board or any kind of administration position, you better invite us to come speak. You better invite us to come to be in those classes. You better invite us to teach class. You better invite us to have lectures. You better invite us all day and night. You better invite us for counseling, because I'm telling you, the white man follows the money.
Right.
That's one color he cares about. And too many of those athletes going to those schools and not educated properly, spiritually, to understand what's at stake. Because we don't care about just his career. We care about his life. We care about his soul. You understand? Yeah. We care about what's going to be after the game is over with. You understand? That's what Commander Junior Yohana cares about. That's what the ISUPK cares about, man. That a brother gets to understand what salvation is and how to help his people, man.
Right.
In whatever facet of ability he has, man. The Lord requires the first of everything that you get, the best of everything that you have. The first fruits. We don't belong to these nations. They done spoiled us.
That's right.
You need safety, and you need the multitude of counsel from righteous men. Just the fact that he's the number. Let me show you how arrogant the white man is. The fact that he's the number one athlete in America, by default, they say he belongs to them.
Damn.
Just because he's the best, he belongs to us and not you. That's how you know that we in slavery and we in hell, man, and that we in our oppressor's kingdom. You think he would say, well, man, it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? That he would go to HBCU, man. He want to be right his own. They won't even say that.
That's right. Damn.
And remember, we told the athletic commissioner, man, These kids are becoming more socially aware, man, more politically and dealing with their identity. They're going to become more aware, man, racially aware of what's going on after George Floyd and all that stuff, man. We told them. We told him, man. I think that was a year or two ago. We've been told him that, man. And now look, what you think gonna happen next? What's gonna happen when the top athletic academia start going to HBCUs instead of Harvard or Yale? What you think gonna happen next? Huh?
Yeah.
They're gonna have to sabotage that whole damn setup, man. So you better get some safety. Go ahead, I want y'all.
Jay, that is so super right, y'all. Listen. So now let's get back into it, y'all. All right. I think that was it, Gab. That was the end of that. We were just talking on the end of that story, right? But just letting everybody, just letting everybody know this is what you call racism, right? We went over 3 stories in a row, right? One of them in East Bernardine, right? Another one on the east side of America, one on the west side. This down here is in the south in Mississippi. Right? These are not isolated cases. These are racism cases that happen in America every single day in whatever subject facet of life that you want to get, right? Whether it's tennis, whether it's sports, whether it's the movies, whether, it's acting, whether it's at your job, whatever job that you do, right? And this is why you cannot, it's the American Express card, the race card. Don't leave home without it. Understand that, all right? Because you're going to need it. And that's why ISUPK specializes in race relations. Captain Kahan has said it several times and continues to say it. I just repeat, echo the same sentiment. We have to learn how to deal with race relations because these other nations who surround us and want the name of Israel to be no more in remembrance, they deal in race only, okay? And that's why it's so incumbent upon all of us having any type of knowledge of self, right, to come together with our Hispanic brothers and sisters, man. So we have to bring the two sticks together because we have one common factor, one common enemy, right? And that is our oppressor, right? Who continues to divide us the same way Doug Gottlieb attempted to divide the guy that's coming to HBU schools, right? And then said Deion Sanders was going to do this and he's going to do that. And as soon as he gets some money, as soon as he gets a job offer that he likes, he's going to leave. It's divide and conquer. It's separation, right? And our only strength is to be and stay together and love each other. If we move outside of that, it's a war tactic. If you move outside of that, you take your king and queen and you're out of the chess game. And guess what? If you don't know how to play, just come to class. You got men who sacrificed their life. Commander Junior Hunter, our generals, they already playing the game. Right? We're not going to ask you to get straight in. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to get straight in the game. No, you got to get in shape. You got to spiritually, mentally, and it looks like racially, get in shape. Get your mind right. Get ready for the playing field, right? We only have one friend, and that is the nation of Israel. Those 12 tribes, man, right? Bible says don't trust your enemy. It don't. I know that you've seen it says love thy enemy. I understand, right? Because we were enemies to ourselves. You understand? That northern kingdom, that southern kingdom, we were enemies to each other. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we hate each other. Hell, some of us even hate each other right now. I know some Mexicans right now that think that Spanish is their language, man. They don't know any better. They think Catholicism is the way, right? And both black and listen, you got a lot of them Hispanic brothers, Cap. I don't know if they understand. They have a lot of Dominicans and Guatemala, Guatemalans. A lot of them Cubans, a lot of them are playing that baseball. So they and baseball is the second richest sport besides soccer. And you got a lot of millions of dollars going in there. and they hate each other just
Look,
as much. Please jump in. Go ahead, Baba Kusha.
No, what you're saying, our Hispanic brothers have made baseball and kept baseball alive.
Facts.
Man. And all these sports, like the Bible say this, man. We are the salt of the earth.
Yeah.
And whatever kind of ball it is, whether it's a golf ball, football,
right,
or any other, whatever sport it is. Let me tell you something. I was watching a volleyball tournament. I was out eating dinner lunch one day, and they had the volleyball tournament on, and it was a volleyball championship, right, in college.
Right.
And it was these two sisters that was just dominating the game and won the game. They they spiked the ball at the last, the score at the tiebreaker and won the game.
Right.
Two sisters. They were jumping. I mean, they were jumping high and they were tall and everything, but they were just so athletic, and the way they was able to reach from one side of the net to the other side, like it just goes to show you, man, we God's chosen people, man.
100%.
I mean, you put us in any arena. That's one thing about being a champion. A champion is a champion no matter where you put him or her.
That's right.
No matter what circumstance.
Facts.
The cream always rises to the top.
Yes, it does. That's right.
This is why we tell you, brothers and sisters, man, that you are the Lord's chosen people. You belong to the Lord.
That's right.
Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob are our patriarchs. That's the bloodline we come from. And when you step into that and you operate in that, you follow in that, and you start to serve your God, you get access to things that you would not have access to spiritually.
Facts.
You understand? And that's what the Lord wants to give you, because it's the spiritual realm that dominates the physical realm.
That's right.
That's what you don't understand.
Yep.
You understand? There's a world you can't see that is in the spiritual realm that the Lord is moving and showing you, man.
That's right.
And you have to serve the Lord, man, to get that understanding, man. Good luck, y'all. I ain't mean to cut you off.
Oh, no, you good, Cap. Listen, listen, y'all. Pay attention. We're going into the next story, okay? And it just continues to happen, all right, over and over again. Before we go in the story, we got let me see. Jasmine, she's a first-time listening in on YouTube. I want to say big ups to Jasmine. She's also dealing with COVID, right? So she'll be out for a little bit. So I'm saying rest up, to Jasmine, and hey, enjoy the show. I appreciate you joining us. All right, Boot Up or Shut Up Radio, episode 150. We are getting into it right now. And listen, y'all, I go to all of Israel, man. Listen, take care of yourself. You understand? And do the things that are protocol, and make sure that you're doing these commandments. You know what I'm saying? Because if you would have somehow, unfortunately come down with that COVID, you want to make sure that the Lord is with you. All right. So that's very, very important. So, all right. So big up to Jazz. I know she's out there bored. But she done tuned in to us, Cap. So Most High in Christ. Let's get it in.
Hey, damn right, man. And I know I'm gonna leave you with the last story I want y'all, but I want to thank the sister for tuning in. A lot of brothers and sisters that are listening, man. And always check out Boot Up or Shut Up when you get a chance, man. Like, share, subscribe. We are on YouTube, man. And also, man, we got the Passover coming up, man.
That's right. Man,
you want to go to our website, isupk.com, man. Book your Passover room. It's going to be the bomb. You know what I'm saying? Passover 2022. You know what I'm saying? This is upcoming so-called year, April 14th all the way to the 16th, I believe.
That's right.
So make sure you go on that website, man. Book the room. Hey, this time, man, the hotel is right on the same property as the venue.
Uh-oh.
You don't even have to drive, man. You come out your hotel room, you in the Passover, man. Like, come on, man. Like, it's going all the way down in Florida, man. You know what I'm saying? Cocoa Beach. So, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you check that out. Make sure you check out Commander Junior Hunter. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Black Watch.
Yes.
BlackWatch.news. I want to thank you again, my brother. Always a great excellent time we had together on this show, man. make sure you got some extra cash, send the cash out to boot up and shut up, man. Support the show. You know what I'm saying? We doing a lot of things out here, man. Waking our people up, man. So I want to thank you again. I want y'all for having me on the show.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to call it a night. Captain Hunt and y'all reporting live from hell. I'm out of here.
Shalom. Shalom, Cap. All right. Well, there you go. Listen, Priest and Captain 13,000. That was Kahan Thumyard, y'all, reporting live from hell like no other man can. You know what I'm saying? No other priest and prophet of the Lord can. You know what I'm saying? Breaking these articles down just 1 billion%, man. So listen, you just left with me. All right. So we're gonna do the last show. Not the last show. All right, Lord, no, not the last show. But we're gonna rock it out this last little bit right here. I gotta get it in, right? And I just couldn't contain that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this. It's a real quick story, all right? But I want you to know, remember, it was East the high school, right, that we went over, right? East Bernardo or whatever it was, right? And the high school that we went over with the information going around at the high school about lynching people on the bus, lynching all the black, students on the bus, right? So, it doesn't stop. These are not isolated incidents, right? So high school students are writing these letters and trying to threaten black people for not getting on a bus, all right, like we're living in 1930 and 40 again. This incident right here happened in college. That's right, in college. So, hey, people say, hey, your children, you're in high school, at the ISD school, and why don't we just grow up, right? We're older now, we're in college now. Let's act like adults, y'all, because why? We are the future of America. Well, here goes the future of America, y'all. This Alabama sorority is in chaos over leaked racist text. Yes, indeed. A sorority at a University of Alabama has axed its chapter president, he's gone, axed her rather, from her post and booted another member after racist text messages were leaked on social media. The vile text was sent when Alpha Phi sorority members, right, ventured to a bar in Tuscaloosa last week. And some started complaining about the spot, the club, according to the University of Alabama newspaper. Now, quote, it says, I'm gonna yak, right? I'm gonna yak. It smells so bad in here. Then the president of Catherine, her name is Catherine Anthony, she reportedly wrote in a text thread. Now, Kylie Kluger, another sorority member at the bar, allegedly blamed the smell on cigs, weed, and a black girl. You hear that? So after the private messages were leaked on Instagram, the Crimson White reported that Anthony was ousted as the president and Kluger was expelled from the sorority as well on December the 9th. Now, that same day, the University of Alabama chapter Alpha Phi posted about the issue on its Instagram page, which boosted more than 24,000 followers. Now, the Better Mood chapter of Alpha Phi was made aware of the group text message where a member used racist and hateful language, the post read. We immediately launched our chapter judiciary board process. The person who sent the text message is no longer a member of our organization, and the other people in the group messages will be held accountable based on the conclusion of our judiciary board process. The post added that the chapter doesn't condone racism, and the members deeply apologize for the racist behavior displayed by the former member of the harm and trauma, right? And all the harm and trauma in this text that was caused and that has caused the members of Alabama community and the general public. So as Alpha Phis, we aim to celebrate diversity and do our part to make Alabama more inclusive, it says. Unfortunately, the recent actions of those affiliated with our organization do not adhere to the standards we hold of our members. Now, since Anthony lost her rank as president, Marissa Collett, all right, another girl, has been named the chapter's new leader. In a letter from the new president posted on the chapter's website, Khalid wrote the Alpha Phi's is a sisterhood that values the past. They value the past, but looks forward to the progress offered by the future. Right? The chapter claims that the sorority values long life friendships rooted in kindness, love, and respect for one another. It also notes that members maintain the qualities of strong character that distinguish our members and our sisterhood, including compassion, integrity, and sincerity. All right. In a statement to the Daily Beast, University of Alabama's Associate Vice President of Communications, Monica Watts, said that chapter members of Alpha Phi alerted the school officials about the incident, and that the chapters of the national organization would take action immediately to address the issue. So the communication is offensive. All right. The communication is offensive, disappointing, and contrary to the university's core values, emphasizing togetherness, respect, and inclusivity, Watts said. We expect our students and organizations to reinforce and enhance those values and appreciate when they appropriately hold each other accountable. The university takes these behaviors seriously and is committed to being a more inclusive community, which will take the ongoing steadfast work for all of us. The university is planning the campus-wide initiative early next semester to help our campus continue to develop strategies required to collectively build a better community. Stop right there. All right. So I read a lot, so I'm going to say a little, though, right? This is what I'm saying. Why? Because people love to say this, right? It's 2021. Don't we say that? It's 2021, everybody. Let's just change it. Let's just forget about things, right? So now nobody ever says this. It's 2021, and we're still learning how to get along with something that we're supposed to have let go in 2020 and let go of it in 2019, and we're supposed to let go of it in the year 2000. We're supposed to let go of it in 1999. That was a Y2K. It was a change of events. Everybody's together. I thought everybody's going to die together. You see, right? Then, 1995 and 1990. Now we back in the 80s. Like, when is it going to actually happen? Why are we still speaking about race-related issues, right? And these are not isolated, right? It's not happening over here, happening over there. It's once in a blue moon. That's definitely not the case. We will wake up tomorrow and see another case about some racism happening once again. So we can say it's 2021 all we want to. Right? Next month, it's 2022, right? The year changes. It's not a new year. The new year is in the springtime. The new year is in March and April, right? When what? When nature tells us that it's a new year. Now, how does nature tell us it's a new year? Nature tells us it's a new year by the flowers that bloom, and the grass turns green, and the leaves come on the trees, and the flowers start to bloom. That is a new year. Okay? Right? We don't celebrate Janus, which is the new year our oppressor celebrates, saying Happy New Year. There's no such thing as Happy New Year in the dead of winter when everything is dead. That's not biblical. The new year is in the springtime, right? So if you come to class, we can get you ready and get you back your culture and get out of the culture of America. Have you celebrating pagan holidays that the Lord God of Israel, who is the God in the Bible, that's the God in the Bible, y'all, right? He hates that, all right? And we're trying to get everybody to serve God and do it the right way. And he will continue to what? Bring terror on America. You think that over 80 tornadoes, you think that's it? It can be a whole lot worse. One of the tornadoes stayed on the ground for 200 miles. It was 2.5 miles wide and did utter destruction. That's only the beginning, right? If you hear the truth and you don't want to follow it and you purposely go the other way and God starts to judge you, it's too late to apologize. That's all we're saying. It's a right way and a wrong way to do things. If you're a black, Hispanic, Native Indian, West Indian descent, you have a God. Your God is the God of Israel that's in the Holy Bible. And with that comes order. It comes structure, right? And we have laws and commandments that we have to follow, that our ancestors followed. And we don't know because it's been stripped away from us. We don't know because we're too busy loving other nations and following, their Christmas and their Thanksgiving and their Halloween. That's nowhere in the Bible. Christmas has nothing to do with Jesus Christ's birthday. Nothing. Right? Right? And Christ wasn't born December 25th in the first place. Right? So you have to grow up. You have to come to a knowledge of self, and all the stories that you heard as a child. It's time to recap those things that you were taught, because when you're young, that's the easiest time to deceive you. It's like what? Taking candy from a baby. Go over those stories now when you're older now, and you'll realize what you've been doing is angering the Lord God of Israel. And that's why blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians are in the living conditions that we're in. That's why 80 to 85% of all black and Hispanic men and women are locked down in the prison system. There's a method to the madness. It's not an accident. So we have to stop carrying on as if, these things just happen to us. No, we have a responsibility by the choices that we make and the actions that we do that determines our future. And that's all we're trying to do. We do like the prophets did before us, and we actually walk in the path that Christ walked. Christ caught hell when he lived in the Roman Empire. When Christ was alive during the Romans, he caught hell, man. Christ was labeled as what? Radical. He was labeled a revolutionary, right? Christ will be labeled a terrorist today, right? They said he was a revolutionary who threatened the infrastructure of the Roman Empire. A man that's going around talking about God, right? Today they call us what? Hoodlums and thugs and dope dealers, right? Drug addicts, right? So let's come back to our God and let's follow the commandments and the high holy days that's in the Bible. Don't forget, we got a high holy day coming up. It's called the Feast of Purim. All right? It's called the Feast of Purim, and it's absolutely wonderful. And we read on that, all right? So yeah. So that's what it is. Look, y'all, I really do appreciate you all joining me. You know what I'm saying? Captain Kahan and myself rocking it out again. This is episode 150, man. Okay? We're gonna rock this out until Christ return. It is a beautiful thing, man. You know what I'm saying? To know who you are and what's going on, right? So listen, what we're doing, I'll go ahead and get out of here for now, right? But before I go, I want to go over some things real quick. Take a couple minutes. Tomorrow, all right, in the morning at 10 a.m. Eastern time, 9 a.m. Central, right? Let a Hebrew Speak. That'll be hosted by Priest and 12 Shield General Hazayan. All right, you want to make sure you check that show out in the morning on Facebook and YouTube. Let a Hebrew Speak, 10 a.m. All right, as a matter of fact, go to Facebook and go ahead and like the page and set up your phone to where you receive the notifications. All right, that way you'll get notified on your phone when that starts in the morning. All right, immediately following that, we have Priest and Captain of 10,000 Azaniah out of Syracuse, New York. Right, he has a show called The Hidden Truth Revealed. Right, The Hidden Truth Revealed is going to rock out tomorrow. You don't want to miss it. All right, it's going to be out tomorrow. Again, hosted by Priest and Captain of 10,000 Azaniah, Syracuse, New York, in the building, y'all. Immediately after Let a Hebrew Speak. That's a 2-hour show, 2-hour class. You want to make sure that you check that out, all right? And go to Facebook, ISUPK Syracuse, and make sure you like that page as well. You get the notifications of when the Captain Azaniah goes live, all right? Now, also, we have Scripture Breakdown, all right? This is very informative, Scripture Breakdown, where you ask your questions, type in your questions, and you're able to get the truth about a lot of the lies that Christianity and Catholicism have spread over the years. That class will be hosted by Priest and 12 Shield General Mahiaman. All right, tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central Time. All right, tomorrow. And so you want to check that 2-hour class out, and then you already know what's going on, y'all. I don't have to explain this, right? Those who watch the show, well, y'all know where I'm getting ready to go. All right, you know what it is? We're gonna go here, right there, to Commanding General Yohana. All right, the show tomorrow is Black Watch. All right, with Commanding General Yohana every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Well, guess what? Tomorrow he's live with all the heavy hitters at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. All right, Black Watch, right? The best news station on planet Earth. Go to isupk.com. You can get all of this information off of there, as well as looking up Boot Up or Shut Up Radio as well. All right. So again, don't forget to go to www.blackwatch.news, www.blackwatch.news. Leave your name and your email. That way, Commanding General Yohana can keep you updated on every news event that's happening, the real truth about life. All right. You understand? ISUPK presents tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern, Black Watch with Commanding General Yohana. And all the heavy hitters will be in the building as well, all right? Most High in Christ for that, all right? So listen, y'all, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. I am Priest and Officer 5000. Awanya Allah, Banya Hawada Banya Allah. That's my registry, y'all. Y'all get with me, and I'll make sure I get with you. You know how we get down, all right? So again, hey, we see you all next week, y'all. Only on ISUPK. Listen, man, I had a great time. You brothers and sisters, man, we really do appreciate it. 100%, man. You know what I'm saying? You are really follow us, and you support us, and we appreciate that. All of the support that you give us, right? And again, don't forget the Cash App, of course. Support Boot Up or Shut Up Radio. That Cash App is on the screen. BUO $BUOSUR, right? $BUOSUR. That's Boot Up or Shut Up Radio. It's simple as that. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. Just a little something. All right. So listen, besides that, man, you all make sure that you tune in tomorrow to everything I put out there. Want to make sure that you brothers and sisters stay focused. All right. For tomorrow, stay focused. And, I want to see you all in those classes, man, because listen, you're not going to learn unless you get in the classes. And that's the reason why we have those classes set up for everybody to learn. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, make sure you get in those classes. Hey, I appreciate everybody in the chat room as well. I don't want to forget about my memers and streamers and all the brothers that were in the chat room today. I really do appreciate your comments. It was absolutely, absolutely wonderful rocking it out with you. And we can see you all next week, the exact same time. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. Let me see. Put this in here for you all. DRIST. And go ahead and rock this out. I got I don't know if y'all even saw the video, right? I got a little something, little video. But yeah. Go ahead and put that in the mix. It's rolling hard, y'all. Rolling hard. My video came out a couple months ago. Y'all go out and support this. It's on every digital platform. It is. You know what I'm saying? It's everywhere. And y'all go support a brother, man, while I rock it out. You know what I'm saying? Rolling hard, man. Rolling hard. Hey, that means grinding every day, man. Whatever comes at you, you still push it, You don't cry about it. You get up and you keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Let's rolling hard, y'all. On side Christ. Get the transition. We out.
Rolling hard, wherever I be rolling hard. Trials and tribulations in my life got me rolling hard. Woke up, Lord bless me with another day. Eat shit, showered, and be on my way. Jumped in the 2-door, Monte Carlo solo with a fofo on my way to get the dough, yo. If you don't work, then you don't eat. Don't be scared to walk through life when you got feet. You gotta run a race, it's a track meet. Can't trust nobody on the street, so you pack heat. Just got a phone call, my homie I grew up with dead. And last night my other partner had his door kicked in by Fed. Crooked cops go to your hood and hug your steps, searching till they find your stash box where the gun is kept. I ain't never slept. Some dream a fairy tale crime. The judge ain't giving no breaks, he giving jail time. I'ma put my trust and faith in the Lord. Never scarred on the boulevard. Always rolling hard. I'm rolling hard. Rolling hard. Rolling hard. Wherever I be rolling. Trials and tribulations in my life got me rolling hard, got me rolling hard, rolling hard, got me rolling hard, got me rolling hard. I believe in this truth, I'll never stop. Gun to my head, knife to my throat, I'll never stop. Ain't eat or drink nothing, I'll never drop. Rapping words over beats like this, I'll never flop. Pick up your cross, follow your Howard shot. Living righteous now, that old wicked man had to die. I testify the white man, the devil, he a lie. He the judge sitting in court that make your mama cry. Christianity had me traumatized. I'll never water down the truth, I can't compromise. I love the Most High more than my own children. My sons and daughters, they hate me, just imagine the feeling. Pain hurts so deep, cut like a machete. Prepare your soul for temptation, you better get ready. I'ma put my trust and faith in the Lord. Never scored on the boulevard, always rolling hard. I'm rolling hard, rolling hard. Rolling hard. Wherever I be rolling hard. Trials and tribulations in my life got me rolling hard, got me rolling hard, rolling hard, got me rolling hard, got me rolling hard. If it ain't one thing, it's 5 or 6. That president gon' cause a race war through politics. The way they treat my Mexican brothers on the border. Isaiah 14 and 21 prepare slaughter. Babylon falling, everything gon' flip. Every day of my life I pray for rulership. I'ma put my trust and faith in the Lord. Never scored on the boulevard, always rolling hard. I'm rolling hard, rolling hard. Rolling hard. Wherever I be rolling hard. Trials and tribulations in my life got me rolling hard, got me rolling hard, rolling hard, got me rolling hard, got me rolling hard. ISUPK.
Boot Up or Shut Up Radio live with Priest and Officer 5000 and Wanya Allah. Tune in every Sunday night from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Time. It's gonna be informative and provocative. Also broadcasted live with Priest and Captain of 13,000. Kahantham Yard will be reporting live from hell, using the Holy Scriptures to bring truth to the blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians in America, the 12 lost tribes of the nation of Israel. Boot Up or Shut Up Radio live every Sundays from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Central Time.
Boot Up or Shut Up Radio. Home of self-mutilation. Whatever verse you pull out the Bible, you gon' cut yourself.